Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stay calm and composed in the face of adversity while others crumble? This is more than just a trait of personality. It's a skill, an art form that they've mastered over time. This art form is known as emotional mastery. It's the ability to understand and manage your emotions, allowing you to navigate through life's ups and downs with grace and composure. Emotional mastery is the cornerstone of a fulfilling and successful life. It allows us to remain calm under pressure, make rational decisions, and ultimately lead a life of purpose and meaning. In this exploration, we are about to delve into the 7 secrets of emotional mastery. These are not just random tips, but the pillars of Stoicism, a philosophy that has been embraced by some of the most successful people in history. The first secret to emotional mastery is understanding the power of perception. This power lies not in the events that unfold around us, but in how we choose to perceive these events. Consider this scenario. You're stuck in a seemingly endless traffic jam. One might perceive this as a frustrating delay, a disruption to their day. This perception stirs feelings of stress, anger, perhaps even despair. Yet there is another way to perceive this very same situation. You could view this delay as an unexpected gift of time, an opportunity to listen to a favorite podcast, or simply enjoy a moment of solitude. You see, it's not the traffic that's causing these emotions. It's your perception of the traffic. Your perception shapes your reality, and thus your emotional response to that reality. Understand this, and you understand the first secret to emotional mastery. Master your perception, and you master your emotions. The second secret to emotional mastery is accepting what you cannot control. Now, let's delve into the depth of this profound statement. Every day, we are faced with situations that are entirely beyond our control. The weather, traffic, other people's actions, or even the state of the global economy. Trying to control these uncontrollable elements only leads to frustration and distress. Let's consider a simple example. Imagine you had planned a picnic on a sunny day, but the heavens decide to open up and pour. You can either spend the day sulking over your ruined plans or accept the situation and find an alternative way to enjoy your day. By accepting the rainy day, you create a space for peace. You eliminate the struggle against reality, thereby reducing stress and enhancing your emotional well-being. Remember, acceptance does not mean resignation. It's about understanding the limits of your control and focusing your energy where it can make a real difference. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. The third secret to emotional mastery is practicing objectivity. This is not merely an exercise of the mind, but a way of life. It is about seeing the world not as it affects you, but as it truly is, independent of your emotions and biases. Consider a scenario where you've experienced failure. The subjective mind might see this as a personal attack, a judgment of worth, or a sign of incompetence. But an objective mind views this differently. It sees failure not as a reflection of self-worth, but as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to evolve. It understands that failure is not a personal affront, but a natural part of the human experience, a stepping stone on the path to success. Practicing objectivity allows us to make rational decisions, free from the turbulence of unchecked emotions. It provides a clarity that helps us navigate through the complex labyrinth of life. Remember, objectivity is the path to emotional balance. The fourth secret to emotional mastery is embracing adversity. Imagine a tranquil sea, untroubled by waves or storms. While this may seem ideal, it's in the tempest where the greatest sailors are forged. Adversity, much like the storm, brings with it the chance for growth and transformation. Consider the tale of a man whose world crumbled when he lost his job. His comfort zone was shattered, his routine disrupted. But instead of succumbing to despair, he saw this as an opportunity. He used this upheaval to follow his passion, turning a hobby into a thriving business. Through the lens of Stoicism, this adversity wasn't a setback, but a redirection. The storm that uproots the tree also allows seeds to spread and new life to flourish. Similarly, adversity, when confronted head-on, can lead to unimaginable growth. It's a catalyst for change, a teacher of resilience. Adversity, when embraced, becomes a stepping stone. The final secrets to emotional mastery are valuing time, practicing virtue, and cultivating inner strength. As a river ceaselessly flows, so too does the current of time. It's a resource more valuable than gold, for once spent it cannot be regained. The key to valuing time is to prioritize. Consider a craftsman who meticulously plans his work. He identifies the tasks that will yield the most value and dedicates his finest hours to them. He understands that the essence of time is not in the ticking of the clock, but in the quality of his actions within each moment. In the same vein, when we value time, we become the master craftsmen of our lives, creating days rich with productivity and meaning. Next, let's delve into the practice of virtue. Virtue isn't a lofty ideal, but rather a practical guide for conduct. Consider the virtue of honesty. When a merchant practices honesty, he not only builds trust with his customers, but also with himself. He sleeps soundly, free from the shackles of deceit. His integrity becomes his beacon, guiding him through the storms of life. Similarly, when we practice virtue, we build an unshakable foundation of integrity that influences our actions and shapes our character. Finally, cultivating inner strength is akin to forging steel. A blacksmith heats the iron, hammers it, and cools it repeatedly. This process, though grueling, transforms the iron into steel, resilient and strong. Similarly, our inner strength is honed through the fires of adversity and the hammering of challenges. It's in the cultivation of a positive mindset, the resilience to bounce back from setbacks, and the courage to face our fears. When we cultivate inner strength, we become like steel, able to withstand the trials of life without breaking. Time, virtue, and inner strength are the cornerstones of emotional mastery. These are not just secrets, but principles to live by. When we value time, we live fully. When we practice virtue, we live rightly, and when we cultivate inner strength, we live resiliently. Embrace these principles, and you'll not only master your emotions, but also your life. Emotional mastery is not an overnight process. It is akin to a marathon, not a sprint, requiring patience, resilience, and determination. We've traversed the path of the 7 secrets, each holding a unique key to unlocking our emotional prowess. The power of perception, the acceptance of uncontrollable circumstances, the exercise of objectivity, the embracing of adversity, the treasuring of time, the practice of virtue, and the cultivation of inner strength. Each secret is a stepping stone leading us closer to the realm of emotional mastery. Keep in mind, these are not isolated concepts, but interconnected facets of a grander scheme. As we implement these principles, we become more adept at navigating the stormy seas of our emotions, turning tumultuous waves into manageable ripples. As you journey towards emotional mastery, remember, it is a journey of self-discovery and growth. Embrace it.